Previously on Shitty Movie Night.
We need more time!
Time is one thing we don't have.
Fuck!
Get to the chopper!
Ash twisted his ankle!
Fuck!
Hello, Shitty Movie Crew.
Helen Rickman?
Correct. You've never run away from anything in your life! Now live, damn it! Live!
Ash, behind you! The sun is exploding again!
Fuck!
And the real killer is... Robert Loggia.
Well, Ash, we saved the world. Now, what should we do tonight?
Fuck!
Oh. Flanagan, no! And now, on Shitty Movie Night.
This is Ash.
I don't know who I am
Flanagan.
anymore.
You're Flanagan, remember?
No.
Alright, well, you are.
I'm suffering from White Horse.
And this is Pussy Control.
That's sweet. So, Flanagan and Pussy Control and I are here to talk about Rob Zombie's Halloween 2, also known as H2, up until what, like 2 weeks before it was released
Yeah,
or
about
something?
that.
Yeah.
I know it was not that far
I
off.
stopped following the story of this movie years before it came out.
Don't worry, I did too.
Yay!
Until that horrible, horrible day in the theater.
I hated this movie. Honestly,
Yeah.
within 30 seconds of the film starting, I'm like, okay, there's still enough time for me to go to the front desk and say, give me back my money.
The asshole stepped on my
pull
foot.
him down. Yeah, I had to pull him down. He
You
stood.
didn't do it enough, he stepped on my foot.
Well, I pushed him into you.
Yeah, because it's your fault we went.
Yes.
How so?
You forced Rob Zombie to make this movie
That's
by
right.
giving the DVD of the first one
Who
money.
bought the first Halloween movie here?
Yeah.
I did.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So whose fault is it we went to see it?
I'm still not getting a logical loop between
I
me
have
buying
enough
a
logic that it was your fault.
People out there, write in and vote Ash off the show.
Oh, who am I being
That
replaced
way-
with?
Avish.
A puppet.
A puppet of Avish?
Yes, a
Yes,
puppet
a
of
puppet of
Avish
Avish.
that we call Ash.
Oh, Avish.
Avish.
Okay.
Avash.
Okay, so you're going to have to forgive us. We have no sound clips for you this week because, as we've said, it's a movie that's still in the theaters, so there's no...
And we didn't bootleg it.
No, we did not bootleg it, so we have no audio source to draw from, but believe me, the movie's so shitty, you're actually going to benefit from that.
Well, we do have one audio clip which should be played ad nauseum throughout this.
It's probably already going to be
Oh,
playing
it's
at
probably
this point.
playing right now.
Yes, and we will get to that when the time is right. But let us just dive right in. The film starts with a definition, a psychological term called a white horse. Now, you're going to have to forgive us for not having that definition in front of us, and it's not for a lack of trying.
Somebody was too lazy to take it all down in the theater.
Yeah.
I actually took notes in the theater on my phone's notepad, and these guys are angry at me that I didn't get an entire Webster's fucking definition.
It was only 3 lines and was
It
on the
was
screen.
not 3
It
lines.
was 3 lines. It was on the screen for a good, a minute, so you had plenty of time to type it out.
Too
But
confused.
It's like I looked everywhere today and I could not find
Yeah.
any definition of white horse
Now,
anywhere.
it's a slate that says white horse, psychological term, definition, and from what I can remember, and it seems to fit,
It's supposedly a burst of adrenaline.
yes, it's
That's
something,
what it is.
exactly. It's like a burst of adrenaline, or a source of power, or a source of motivation, all of which could fall into the same category. Okay.
Now, we could be bullshitting that this was bullshit, because, again, we believe that Rob Zombie is full of shit. But, prove us wrong. It could be quite obvious
Yeah.
that I went through medical dictionaries. I went through a whole bunch of things. Nothing mentions white horse existing
Yeah.
outside of this movie.
If you know what it is, if you're in psychological,
Email us.
yeah, if you know anything or if you have any experience with it, please let us know. We'd like to actually have it so that we can correct ourselves if we are wrong. We're just going by our memory that we had from when we saw the movie. Okay, the movie starts with Laurie walking down the street, completely bruised and bloodied and fucked up from...
Movie begins with little Michael.
Oh, I thought it
no
was
longer
right after.
played by Daig. No,
Oh.
no, it's before. No longer played by Daig. He's in the mental hospital, and his mother has given him a present.
Oh,
and
God.
It's a white horse.
Okay.
Now, we thought
Picture it.
Daig
It goes
was a
right
bad
from
actor.
the title card of explaining what a white horse is
To
cut
him getting
to
one.
young Michael getting a white horse as a present. So already we're screaming at the screen because oh God, we know where this is going already.
There's nothing like a movie that just takes its subtle metaphor and rams it up your ass so hard that you can taste it.
Yes.
And I got confused because we didn't see it. It was like
Very
a couple
recently.
days
It
ago.
was, it was 2 weeks ago that we
By
saw
the time
it.
that the computer got fixed, but yeah, I had that mixed up with the second scene, which is Laurie walking. But yeah, literally, definition: white horse, a surge of adrenaline, a source of power. There's Sherry Moon Zombie with a new kid playing Michael. He's like, I got you this. Thought you'd like it. It's a white horse, and he's like, oh, I like it. Thank you, mommy.
It's pretty.
It's pretty. It's like, you give your 11-year-old kid a pony. You
My Little Pony.
My Little Pony, punish mankind for their sins. It's like, what the fuck? A pony? I'm terribly confused. Please help me. You know, call 911, do whatever the hell you have to do, but please take me to a place where my head can be readjusted.
Just
Okay.
take me to Five Guys. You guys promised me to go. We were
We
going
did.
to Five Guys.
We did.
It's-
go to
we
Five
went
Guys.
from the movie theater directly to Five Guys, and it wasn't enough.
The only thing to wash the taste of shit out of our
Damn
mouth.
it, they just don't make booze strong enough.
Yeah.
All right, so then, yes, we cut to Laurie in the aftermath of the events of Halloween 1. She's walking down the street, completely bruised and bloodied.
For a good couple of moments.
Yeah, with a swollen eye and a broken
Not a
arm.
flat eye?
No, it's not a flat eye. I corrected myself. Asshole. And she still has the gun that she has used to shoot Michael. How she got that far, we don't know, because in the last movie,
The
right
cops
as
were
she
right there.
they weren't there, but they were literally like they must have been around the corner because you heard the sounds of the sirens getting louder and louder as she was trying to shoot him. And when she finally does successfully shoot him, and the blood hits her face. The sirens are almost the
Yeah.
only audio you hear next to her
And you
screaming.
can see, cop lights reflecting.
Yeah, so
in
they're
the
clearly
background.
right there. How she got away, we don't know. So she's walking, and then a cop car comes up from behind her, and it's Brad Dourif. Once again, back playing the role of Sheriff Brackett. He gets out of the car, goes over, and is like, Laurie, what's happening? And she's like, I shot him. He's like, who'd you shoot, honey? It's like, there's no body there, the gigantic hole in its head that you missed? Did you go to the house? I don't know.
Now, I'm guessing Brad Dourif is a great sheriff, but he's obviously not a good father, because if I was him, I would have followed my daughter, who has been, tit scraped against a hardwood floor, amongst other things.
Thank you for that.
It's great.
That's the only way to describe
No,
it.
that's accurate.
That is accurate to what happened to her.
Sounds like some horrible medical practice, though. Like, I'm going in for a tit scraping.
Sounds like
Right.
the new Decepticon, Tit Scraper.
It sounds like something from a Rob Zombie movie. Oh, wait!
It
it's
is.
from a
tit
Rob
scrape you.
But yeah, he should have followed her to the hospital instead. And I was like, "Oh, Laurie, who'd you shoot, sweetie?" But again, I can't really complain because Brad Dourif again, best thing in the movie.
Absolutely.
And thankfully, there's
Much
more
larger
of him
role.
in this one.
That's true. So the next thing we see, I believe, if you remember a little bit better than me, is a shot of Laurie on a hospital stretcher just going, fuck, covered in blood, just as we saw her.
You might want to scream a little louder. I don't think our audience realized that you just went fuck, because it's obviously a Rob Zombie movie, so everyone's going fuck.
There's all this blood.
That stinks.
She's being taken in a stretcher, screaming, where am I? What's happening? I shot him. Oh my god, and all this other stuff. It's like, where are you? It's like, you're just talking to the... Okay, whatever. You're in shock. Okay, fine, I get it. I mean, I'm not saying she didn't have a rough night.
Yeah.
And then we get a nice couple shots of her actually in surgery.
She has broken ribs.
Yeah.
Her leg is broken, so how she was walking, we don't know.
No. If not broken, at least fractured. Because
her-
she's in a cast.
Right. Her arm, broken.
Because that's got those support rods.
Right. That has support rods in it. That was the arm that was holding the gun. Has support rods in it now. And they're ripping out her fingernails, or at least splinters or shards of glass from her fingers. And that was the only time in this movie I cringed.
Yeah, you actually see a big pair of pliers grab a nail and rip that fucker out.
But while this is going on, we're being interspliced with the crime scene.
Correct. Yes.
Now,
that is-
Brad Dourif is back at the crime scene, again, not checking on his daughter who has suffered
Man
a
has a job to
severe
do.
trauma.
He's got a job to do, and he's going to do it.
That's true. And how many cops in the town of Haddonfield are
Haddonfield.
dead at this point?
All of them except
For Brad Dourif.
So they're loading Michael Myers' body into the back of an ambulance, and I don't remember if it was Brad Dourif or a paramedic or somebody, but they make a mention of saying that it took 6 men to lift Michael onto the stretcher that they put in the ambulance. And okay, 6 men. Now let's just let's just make this an easy estimation. Let's say that each one of those men can lift 100 pounds, because as trained paramedics, they have to be able to lift a certain weight.
In reality, a person should easily be able to lift their own body weight. If
Okay.
you're a trained paramedic, you should definitely be able to
Okay.
lift
Oh,
more
no,
than-
I agree totally. Just for ease's sake.
Yeah.
Let's make it 100.
100.
6 men, that means he weighs at least 600 pounds.
Yes.
How much is a ton? Is it
1,200.
1,200, something like that?
Yeah.
Or, please, I hope we're right so we don't sound like complete idiots. But yeah, so like, let's just estimate that,
I
yeah.
thought it was 1,000.
No,
Is it-
that's
I-
a metric ton.
That's
Oh,
okay. But,
I'm on the metric system, people. Sorry.
so he's from Canada.
Either way, it's 600 pounds.
Yeah, let's assume he weighs. See, they're basically implying that he weighs in the 600-pound range.
I'll give it credit that, the actor probably does weigh 300 pounds. Because
No,
he's
come
a
on.
big guy.
That's all that institutional food.
I know. He's
Seriously.
a very big guy, and she did pump him full of lead, and lead is a heavy element.
There's no acknowledgement of the wound to his head at all. And that was the first thing I was waiting for going into this movie. Like, okay, she clearly did shoot him point blank in the head with a .357 Magnum.
Now, I'll give it leeway. I'm not sure if she shot him in the head or the shoulder. Because either way, you would have gotten a huge burst of blood. But they don't even acknowledge that he was shot.
Yeah.
He's
But
just...
the way she was positioned on him in the
Yeah.
end of the first one, it had to be the head. It
Yeah,
couldn't have
that's
been
what
the
I took it
shoulder.
as. But it basically seems like, okay, we were never intending to do a sequel, so let's blow the fucker's head off.
Right.
Okay, and then they load his body, and they're driving away with it, these two paramedics. And then they have
Coroners.
Coroners, that's right.
Yeah, because these guys are much more disgusting than paramedics.
Oh, yeah, the coroners having a great conversation. One of them's driving, he's saying to his friends, like, hey, did you ever heard that story from the next county about the coroners? Fucking corpses. Yeah? And he's got these big, fucked up,
Hillbilly
tobacco-stained teeth, and he's like, yeah, I mean, that girl we got in the back, I mean, she's pretty hot, man. I mean, she got, like...
I'd do it.
I'd do her. I mean, seriously, it's like all I gotta do is look at her titties, get a little bit of wood. And for the first time in Rob Zombie movie history, not that this discussion conversation happened, that's normal. The other guy just looks at him and goes, what the hell is wrong with you? And it was sort of like, oh wow, reality is starting to come into this so-and-so realistic
It's
movie.
a brief moment of clarity, because shortly after the guy cracks himself a little joke, say, hey, you know what the difference between jelly and jam is?
I forget, yeah, what does he say?
You can't jelly your dick up that corpse's ass.
That was it.
That's a direct quote, people. I don't have sound clips, but
I will
do
take
remember-
Rob Zombie to task on that. I bet you any money you could jelly your dick up a corpse's ass.
I'm pretty sure you could, too.
Yeah.
I don't want to.
Let's take it in the
Hey,
backyard.
hey, wait. What's that up there? Cow.
Oh,
Wait,
cow.
hey, cow. Wait. Cow!
Yeah,
Bang!
The next thing you see is them, one of the guys screaming, cow! Cow! And they look, and there's a cow sitting in the middle of the road on a completely flat road, which means it was there for a while. How the guy didn't see it, I don't know. They hit the cow, half of it liquefies, and it goes flying all over the road. The car, the front end of the cab is completely fucked. Oh.
Sad cow.
And the paramedic was actually a nice guy and was not, or was it? Yeah, the
No, because Nice Guy was the driver.
nice guy was the
Nice
driver.
guy
And
died.
he's
And
dead.
we even barely call him Nice Guy, because he did make the
He's
sick
the
joke.
nicest person in any
But
Rob
of the
Zombie
two,
movie
he
ever
was,
made.
at least he had some content. I draw the line at necrophilia.
Yeah.
Meanwhile,
place to draw a line.
meanwhile, sick, disgusting guys. He's just, ow, fuck,
It just keeps
Fuck.
repeating fuck
fuck,
again and again
Fuck.
and again and again.
fuck,
And I understand that
fuck.
you'd be in shock from
Fuck.
being in an accident like that. I get it, but it's too much.
It's an unnecessary.
It's
It's not even
unnecessary.
unrealistic, but it's unnecessary.
No, that's right. It's not unrealistic because you'd be panicking, but it goes on for so long that it's okay. Really?
And it's the first of like at least 3 scenes in the movie where
Where
it's just
someone
someone
just
saying
says,
"fuck" into the camera repeatedly for like a minute and a half.
But